We celebrate the beauty and rich heritage of South Africa on the show today. It is that beautiful and rich tradition that keeps us rooted in our identity and gives us a sense of belonging. Today, as we marvel at these incredible individuals who preserve our heritage, we hope that we ignite something in you, South Africa. I am Pule Mulebati. This is Stories Untold. Our producer, Jacqueline Mapala, compiles our report today.
Our first story takes us to Darwin Glen High School, where I meet up with Uqatiswa Maqashalala, a leadership coach and motivational speaker. And I had the opportunity to sit down with her, and this is her story.
You're so incredibly accomplished. I mean, tell us a little bit about your work and what it is that you've done.
I've always just been into people. I've always been a social sciences kind of person. I got invited to a high school in Ekala, where Minister Gwede Mantashe was going to be speaking. So I got invited to also motivate learners. And after I did that motivation, oh my gosh, it was the best 20 minutes of my life to that point. And so then I knew that this is what I want to do with my life. I want to speak in front of people. I want to change people's lives through words. Since I was still in university, word got around campus that I was a motivational speaker. So different faculties within the university started inviting me, and the different organizations and societies started inviting me. Seeing that I was already a student in agriculture, I just thought, you know what, let me complete this degree. I completed my degree, and after that I went and I did life coaching course. And after university I did corporate motivation as well. Some departments within the government sector, SABC, to motivate their workers and their employees. So my name is Katisa, like I said, and I am a motivational speaker. I am a life coach. I am a leadership coach. I am an agricultural consultant.
You know, when we're talking about women of distinction and obviously women of excellence, what does that mean for you?
Okay, so for me, it has always been women standing out, women showing that it can be done. I did it and it can be done. So I realized that being a woman of substance and standing out is not just to say, well, I am the first, or I am the only woman to do this, the richest woman in Africa or what have you, but it is being able to use what you have learned, what you have gained, to grow other people and to make sure that the people who come after you have it better and they have a way. Those things did not deter me. I passed my matric with distinctions because I believed in myself. I chose to hear what I wanted to hear, which was I am great, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am important.
And you are a black female, and you're also living with a disability. So you're black, you're young, you're female, and you're living with a disability. What are some of the challenges that you've encountered?
One of the major disadvantages is that people don't take me serious, or people don't take me as serious as I would like to be taken serious. There have been opportunities that were open to people around the country, and when you either call a person or when you show up at the office, first of all, it's in agriculture. Agriculture is a male-dominated field, and so when you show up as a woman, already people are thinking that you're not going to cut it, you're not going to able to do this. And then as a black woman, people, I don't know why, but people always think that black women aren't as educated as they are. You always have to produce your papers. You always have to sing your accolades. I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, just so you can be taken serious. And the third, living with a disability. I have a physical disability, but somehow people associate that with mental disabilities as well. So the minute that you tell them you want to do this and this and that, they question your mental abilities to do that. And so there are some opportunities that I believe that I could have gotten or should have gotten, but because I am a black woman living with a disability, I was sidelined in those. So basically, your accreditation, your accolades are always questioned as a black woman living with a disability. Those things did not deter me. You know, I passed my matric with distinctions because I believed in myself. I chose to hear what I wanted to hear, which was I am great, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am important.
You know, what kind of a footprint as a woman do you want to leave behind?
I would like people to remember me for allowing people to live out their purpose, to know their purpose, and to know that they are valuable. I think that my purpose in life, and that's what I've been doing as a motivational speaker, the point I always try to drive across is that you are important, you are valuable just as you are. And so I would like to be remembered as that person who showed people that they are valuable and they are important just as they are.
And as we commemorate Heritage Month, what does that actually mean for you?
I believe that heritage is more than being Xhosa or Tsonga or Zulu or being millennial, if you will. It's that our heritage comes from deep within us. Who are you when everything else is taken away? Who are you when you are not with your friends? Who are you when you are not at work? And that is the person that we should always be true to, you know. So if you, when you're alone, without the pressures of the world, if you identify as this and this, and that, I believe that that's the person that you should stand out to be, you know. Nobody should feel pressured to get dressed in a certain way. Nobody should feel pressured to speak a particular language. Nobody should feel pressured to eat a particular food. But that which you feel that you are when you are alone, that which you most identify with, then do that. I believe that's what heritage is. When everything is taken away, who are you? And believe that I am the best striker that this country has ever seen. And I will play for that Bafana, I will play for that Pirates, I will play for that Sundowns. I will not mention Kaizer Chiefs because
And you know, for young people out there who are incredibly inspired by you and they're looking at you and they're like, I just want to be like her. What are your words of encouragement to them?
You are enough. You are valuable. You are important, and you are worthy. You know, I believe that the world says a lot of negative things towards about us and to us. You know, you are called all sorts of names, but what is important is what you believe of yourself, because that's what you will always carry with you. You may leave a toxic environment, but if the toxic words lie within you and you have believed them, then no matter where you go, you will carry them with you. And so my words of encouragement is that it doesn't matter where you are or who you are around or what they say, just have words that you speak to yourself, that you believe of yourself, you know, because sometimes not all of us are privileged to leave toxic people. Not all of us are privileged to leave toxic environments. But what's powerful is when the words that you believe about yourself, the things that you speak to yourself, if those things can stick to you, then there is nothing that you cannot do. There is nothing that you cannot get out of. Just speak words of encouragement to yourself. People may say you will not amount to anything, but if you deep inside of you believe that you can amount to the best version of yourself, then it will not matter what people say. Absolutely nothing impossible for you in this world. I love you.
The color, the sound, the splendor that makes a South Africa's diverse culture comes alive on the show today. We continue celebrating different tribes on our show. Right now we head straight to Ntate Sebata and the Bambanani group.
Sebata ke kgoši ya mmino wa kiba. Batho ba sa tsebe gore nna kiba ba bolela ka eng. Kiba re bolela ka meropae. o ka kgona go e raloka ga botsana e raloka ke batho ba bararo go ya godimo mara ke tlo ba ke le bapalela yona le magaribjana ka kamo le bosesi Ginete ba le opelela re bontšha gore nna mo lapeleng nne go binwa bjalo rena re bolela ka culture ya rena ke nyako thoma ke tlhalosetse gore ke Molobedu nna ke rena ba le rene Sampula re tumile ka yona re bolela go tshwana le ka dijo moaparo kudu mmino e le ona o ke o tswetsang pele gore o se ka wa timelela ke tsona tša dikokwane tše di tholago setšo le bokgwa bja rena
ntho ke ratang kudu ka setšo sa rena ke gore se re ruta mo re tswang gona le mo re yang gona ka gore le ka moso bana ba banyane he ba re lebeletse re bina ba tlo kgona go bona goreng le bona ba kgone go se tsweletša pele setšo se re thuša re se ka lebala medi ya rena ko re tswang ka baka la gore baso ba le kgone ka mokgwa ke ba bonang a ba nataba le sona kere ba nataba le sona ba ikhipa busy ka dilo tša e le goreng di tsweletse so setšo le mmino o re o dirang wa re thuša gore re tswe dilong tša tsametseleng tše di diragalang nka re go baswa ka re ithute ka sona re tswele pele ka sona cause ya re thuša se tlo re thuša le ko pele le re godile se tlo kgona go re thuša le bana ba rena ba tlo kgona go gola ba tse gore setšo ke eng and se important
ke be ke duma gore setšo sa rena se se ke sa thomphiwa fela ka matšatši a go tshwana le yona kgwedi ya bokgwa e be selo se re se phelang re phele ka methale ka mabaka re se keteka ka gobane go ka lebelela setšo sa rena re lebeletše leleme le re le bolelang di mo kotsing ya go ka timelela bana ba rena ba banyane go na le kgonagalo ya gore ge rena re ka se thaope gore re se tšwetše pele re se gatelele gore se se ka sa timelela a re rateng setšo sa rena re rutilwe gore ntho nngwe le nngwe ya go tsamaišana le segagaboena ya go tsamaišana le sa Afrika ga se botse ke ka moo bonang ba banenyana o ka lebelela meriri ya bona a se meriri ya bona ya nnete ka gore ba rutilwe gore a se mebotse bangwe ba tšhentšha le matalo a modimo le badimo ba bona ba ba bopileng ka ona ba tola dilo ka gore ba boditšwe gore a se tše di botse motho ge a nyaka go gatelela batho a bulele polelo ya gabo gore ge nka entšha ka dinko ke gore ntho nngwe le nngwe benong re ka se tsebe mo re yang gona re sa tsebe mo re tswang gona molaetša wa ko mogolo kwa re a re phileng setšo wa tseba re a rata a re rate ka mogare ga madi a rena ka mo go kitima ka sekgowa ba re ke di-DNA tša bokoko a borena le rena re sa tlo no di fa bana ba rena jaanong a re tswetšeng pele setšo sa ga borena ka lerato ke gore re thabe go ba bapedi re se ke ra jewa ke dithong wa hwetša motho a thoma gore ka fitlhile mafilong a mangwe a senyake le gore ba tsebe gore yena setšo sa gabo ke se sefeng a re baswa molaetša wa ka kwa gore a re thabeleng a re rateng a re ke kgantšheng ka setšo sa ga borena
njengenyanga le inyanga yamagugu siyazikhantsha ngesikhethu sethu samaNdebele nawunguma uthwala ehlokwa into le sirojana then bese lokhu mkhala then bese lokhu sirholwani ngesikhethu then bese lokhu zizungwa then ingubo le mbhalo ngesiNdebele nginokhethwako rani la lezi zirholani zedinini ngesikhethu then lokhu liphotho ngesikhethu ngemva ngivunula isithimba la enzasa nginezila nginerholwana and then into le sigida ngayo nasigida kwesibomma ngesikhethu amaNdebele nawunguma umbatha nje unguma owendrileko selatshadile umbatha njengamnje nje sizogida kancancazanyana sinibonise ukuthi simaNdebele thina sinibonise ngesikhethu ukuthi sinjani mina ngithi nge-heritage le abantwana baveze noba thana basihlanganisa nabantwana aba noba bathethe imbijana yalaba uyouth elitsha ibe khona ngathi ingasingithi abomama kuphela kube khona kube nje kusasa ngomba iholo enenyanga heritage kibe bavangile nabantwana laba abancane bakhona uzokubona beze bakhona uzokubona uyabona babakhulule beze bagqoke nabo bakwazi ukubonakala ukuthi okay bayazi ivilaphi yabo abantazana nabesana namasokana nabodada abantazana kumele babe khona bakhona ukubona ukuthi ivilaphi yethu injani ndeni bakwazi ukufunda nabo bangalahli iculture yabo yamaNdebele abantu nabatsha ningalahli isikhethu sibaluleke khulu noba ungaba mhlobo bana khethi ulindrebele uyini wonke umhlobo awuvunule uzibonakalise ngesikhabo lomuntu isikhenu ene bagcugcuzele nabantwana abancane bakwazi ukuvela balandele isikhethu mara ngale nyanga le sijabule khulu ngijabule khulu nabomama laba enginababi bamisano labo bangibambisene nabo ngamnandi khulu ngime ngibaphetheko ibambanani ngiyayithanda ngoba siko la ngiyayithanda mina ngiyayithanda
Welcome back to the show. They say that a nation without knowledge of their origin, the past, as well as their culture is like a tree without its roots. So we thought we should celebrate the beautiful heritage of South Africa and remind you of who you are, beautiful South Africans. We now look at the beautiful Sitsonga dance as well as Khoisan.
Group leyiwani hi make group leyiwani hi endlela ku ri hi ta kota ku dyondzisa vana ndhavuko vanhu lava nga lani hinkwavo loko hi sungula group leyi a ku ri vanhu lavatsongo so hi kulele kwala ka group leyi se sweswiwa hina hi nga kula hi ta lava vana van'wani vatsongo ku va ta va tandla group yo fana na leyiwani hi qhubeka hi ya mahlweni so group leyiwa hi yona ha tinyungubyisa hi yona hi cina ndhavuko hi cina hinkwaswo hi famba tindhawu to hambanahambana hi group leyi ya tlhariha ni vatsonga se ni ri hinkwavo lava va hi vonaku a va swi tivi ku na group leyi va ngo i tlhariha ni vatsonga loko va lava ku joyina va nga tihlanganisa na hina va ta joyina hi susa vana endleleni ku ri vana va ta kota ku tiva vumundzuku bya vona xa nkoka lexi nga kona ku hi tlangela i ku hi la ku komba vanhu ku ri ndhavuko i swilo swa njhani hikuva vanhu vo tala a va wu tivi ndhavuko wu lahlekile a va wu tivi so na sweswi ku nga n'hweti leyiwani ya ndhavuko hi la ta komba vanhu South Africa hinkwayo yi swi vona van'wani na van'wani va na ti-culture ta vona se hina hi nga yima lani culture leyi hi nga yi mbala leyi i ya hina Matsonga Machangani.
Mina lexi ni xi rhandzaka hi ndhavuko wa mina i ku wu na mihlovohlovo yo hambanahambana hi lero la ni fika kona la ni nghena kona vanhu hinkwavo va la tiva ku kahle ni huma kwini endla yini se hi swona leswi endlaka ku ni titsongahata hi ndhavuko wa mina
culture ya hina ni tsakisiwa hi ku ri loyi hi fambaka kona hi famba kha hi cina swi saseka ene hi la ta komba vanhu lavatsongo ku ri ndhavuko i xilo xa njhani inkomo
ngithanda le nto because like andithandi like abantu babe yenza ucalucalulo like bayenza i-apartheid like ngifuna abantu bahlangane bathandane.
Leswi mi nga ta swi vona la namuntlha ni I swilo leswi swi hlamarisaka ngopfu vanhu va ta sala va tikhome swihlaya va ti vutisa ku ri ku endleka yini. Hina Matsonga Machangani a hi huwi loko hi mbale ndhavuko a hi wu tlangisi ndhavuko ha cina ku ri va ta kota ku vanhu va hi vita kwini a France matiko ma le handle a ni nga vulavuli hi France ntsena matiko ma le handle leswi hi nga ta swi endlela hi endlela ku ri vanhu loko va hi vona va ta kota ku va hi rhamba va hi tsakela.
I'm going to show the spiritual dance, ancestral dance, and animal dance, and then the Khoisan dance. Yeah, in all it's called as animal movement. Even the click sound of the Khoisan and then the animals. Yeah. Because of as an artist, we tell a story in different ways. There are artists who tell their story into poetry, but myself, I chose to tell a story through dance. Or the meaning of dance is the Sen and the Khoisan combined together as a animal movement, showcasing and symbolizing the animals and the hunting process as well. When they go for hunting, they put water inside for drinking. It's a jackal and then the springbok. Yeah, that's all. And then the shakers. In terms of hunting, they like to protect animals so that they can catch the animals. Yeah. Khoisan people, it's like as an artist, I saw a need that they've been sidelined for so many years. So I saw a need to close that gap between other cultures. And then I'm originally with Tswana. My grandfather is a Khoisan. So I took the initiative to pursue the dance, to educate people through dance. We intend to pursue the Western life so much, and we intend to forget our culture as individuals. So that's my view as an artist. So that's why I chose to tell my story through dance, tell my story through acting culturally, so that I can inspire the young ones that it's possible to tell a story in different ways. Yeah. Close to 25 years doing this thing. Since I was at the early age of probably 10 to 15, I started doing ballet. So I need something which is going to challenge me, especially when it comes to culture. So that's when I saw a need, the gap between the other cultures and the Khoisan. It's very important to celebrate it, because of that's where you know you're coming from. Unlike doing other cultures like your Western cultures, your hip hop, knowing like as I said, I did ballet, but I found it so difficult because of I didn't know the roots. So I chose to pursue the African dance. So it's very important to know where you're coming from and then where you're going at the same time. So as artists, like myself, that's why I chose the Khoisan to pursue to other cultures. That it's very important to pursue your culture as an individual.
We hope that today's show didn't only give you a sense of pride, but it also gave you a sense of rootedness. I hope that you enjoyed today's show. Let's do this again, same time, same place. Goodbye.